From the weather team you can trust, here's Chief Meteorologist Eric Snidel.
And I can tell you that for a lot of you headed out for Wednesday, I think a lot of our local streams and creeks are going to be quite elevated and agitated, the byproduct of some of the rain that you are seeing right now. I know a lot of fishermen actually don't hate that. It makes it tougher for the fish to kind of notice that you're there. So maybe it ends up being a good thing. But sometimes the rain can be too much of a good thing. You can see off to our west especially, a lot of these live cameras are now wet. And it's not going to be that much longer before Rochester gets included in that. This is our first round of rain and storms that we've got, of two that we will contend with over the next 24 hours. And I've got them color-coded. One, it just looks cool on the graphic, but two, there's a reason for it. The stuff tonight in yellow, these are thunderstorms, but they're not severe thunderstorms. They will be loud, they will be capable of producing heavy rain, but these are going to be the ones tomorrow afternoon and evening that could have more bite with damaging winds, maybe some hail. We can't rule out a brief tornado or two, especially south of Rochester. Tonight, radar has livened up a lot over these last few hours. You know, last time you saw me at 6 o'clock, there was barely a drop of rain to be found here. Several dozen strikes of lightning showing up near the Jamestown area. I show you this. They don't get our signal. They don't care about that, but it's going to look like this here in a few hours. Overall, these storms will continue to kind of back build northward, and we're getting a taste of that already. In fact, on the south side of Rochester at this hour, we are already getting some locally heavy downpours, and there's a few strikes of lightning showing up along and south of the thruway. There's going to be more. I mean, it's just a matter of time with this, and we're going to be watching the back building of storms here, and they'll just keep on channeling eastward. So for a lot of us, there's going to be portions of the night where you're probably going to get woken up, and if you hear the thunder but you were in a daze, that's what it is. Don't panic, and again, don't be overly concerned here. I highly doubt we have severe weather issues just because we got this layer of cool, stable air that usually protects us from bigger problems. Now into Tuesday, and here's where Tuesday becomes fun from a meteorological perspective. After the morning, I think we probably get a break. In that break, does the sun come out? Because if it does, we're going to run into some bigger issues in the Finger Lakes and the southern tier. Instability goes up, and that means there's more fuel for these storms. If we don't get appreciable sunshine, now we're probably looking at a scenario where, yeah, it's going to rain some more, and the rain will be locally heavy, but if we're going to run into any kind of severe weather, it's probably going to favor this part of the world, more into the southern tier. So there's a lot of moving parts still with this, but know that everybody is fair game for a good amount of rain. There could be spots tonight alone that pick up 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. This map looks different than what the Storm Prediction Center still has out. They're going to readjust their map later tonight, and maybe it looks more like this, but in our experience with setups like tomorrow, the lakes play a role, and they have a stabilizing effect. More often than not, if you do run into issues, as localized as they may be, they will favor areas well south of the thruway, Finger Lakes and southern tier. Wind, some hail, a brief tornado. That's what we're looking at. It's afternoon and evening only. But the rainfall is the everybody portion of this equation. Healthy totals here, and this is why we've got the flood watches that are up. Those watches go all the way until early Wednesday. Usually takes some time for all of that water to percolate into streams and creeks. So even as Wednesday starts to quiet down, that's why there could still be some flooding there. But then it's going to rain again toward the end of the week, Teresa, and it will rain again into Saturday night. So a lot of water headed our way.